Ideally, when you're walking to advance to the next step, you want to be using your hip extensors or your glute muscles to push yourself off. However, if you have weak hip extensors or if your hip flexors are exceptionally tight from sitting around during quarantine, that can be a bit of a challenge. A good way to test to see what's active when you're walking is to take a bit of TheraBand, loop it around something sturdy, and then tie it in front of yourself across the hips. Make sure that it's not going to snap on you, and then try taking a step forward. If you are using your hip flexors as opposed to your glutes, when you go to take that step and try to advance, the band is going to pull you back and you won't be able to go. If you're using your glutes, you'll be able to push through until you run out of resistance band. So you can try this at home or with your therapist, and then in the next couple of videos, we'll show you how to strengthen those muscles. In our last video, we talked about the importance of using your hip extensors to push off when you're taking a step while walking. In this video, we'll go over some exercises that can be used to strengthen those muscles. These exercises can be done at home. They put very minimal stress on your lower back, and they also don't put any stress on your knees. So you're going to want to do these exercises standing at the edge of your bed. If your bed is particularly low, you can use a couple of pillows to bring it up so that you have a surface even with your hips. And then what you're going to do is you're going to keep your knees soft and just bring yourself over in a half prone position. First variation is a straight leg raise behind you. So you're going to keep your legs straight, bring it up, squeeze your buttocks, and bring it back down. Slow and controlled, about 10 repetitions. Next variation, you're going to bend your knee, so now you can't use your hamstring, and you're going to push your leg back and up towards the ceiling as if you're trying to tap your heel over your head. Again, don't arch your back, keep your hips against the bed, and you want to squeeze the glute muscles. Last variation, keep the knee bent, and you're going to bring your leg out to the side, only as far as you can go without tilting. And this is going to hit that glute med muscle. So this is also the dog on the fire hydrant variation. So try those 3 exercises and see how it improves your walking. In our last 2 videos, we discussed the importance of hip extension while walking, and we also went over some standing exercises to strengthen those hip extensors with emphasis on the glute muscles. Today we're going to go through a supine bridge progression to continue to work on that hip extensor strength with an emphasis on that glute action. So, lie down on a stable surface, knees bent, feet flat, arms at your sides. Now, to ensure that you're using the appropriate muscles during this exercise, what I want you to start with is a glute set, and what that is going to involve is just tightening up your glute muscles as if you're squeezing your buttocks together. You're really not going to see any movement in this, but it may feel like you're trying to push your hips up off the table or the table down away from you just by using your hips. And then relax 10 for 10 seconds to get the feel of it. You should be feeling 90 to 75% of the work coming from your glutes, maybe legs kicking in 10 to 25%. Your back is stable, but it's not doing any work to start to lift you up. So that's your target. If that is working for you, now you can move on to your bridge or your double leg bridge. So you're going to press down through your heels, squeeze your glutes, and press your zipper towards the ceiling. Again, majority of the work is coming from here, some work coming from here. My back is stable, my core is tight, but I'm not lifting with my back. I'm not doing a lumbar extension. I'm not arching my lower back, and it's not painful for me. Again, work through that about 10 repetitions, 2 to 3 sets as you're working on your strength. If that double leg bridge is easy, then your progression, you can move on to a single leg bridge. Lift one leg up, squeeze both glutes, drive through the heel, and bring it back down. 10 on each leg, 5 on each leg, 2 to 3 sets, and progress as you're able. A variation of that single leg bridge that I often like to incorporate for my patients is pushing up with the double leg bridge, bringing the leg up, and then doing an eccentric lowering, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, hope you found these exercises helpful. I hope they improve things for you, and if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at any of our offices. Thank you.
Let's hear.
Take a deep breath first.
All right, let's